Everyone, twice this week I've been asked in various author groups about what website and blog platform authors use and why. And I use Squarespace, and I was planning to write a blog post about it, but well, time was up. I just didn't have time this week, so I figured I'd try something new. Okay, so the blogging platform that I use is called Squarespace, and it's actually, from what I can see, not the most popular platform for authors, perhaps just because it's newer. Um, this is just the reasons why I use it. Your mileage will obviously vary. My requirements for a website and blog platform was that I needed to be able to use a single platform as both a website and a blog. And that's really important to me just because I need to save time, and I wanted to spend as little time blogging as possible and the most time writing as possible. So that's why Squarespace, WordPress, and a couple other platforms came up. Squarespace is definitely not the cheapest. I pay $96 a year, I believe, and I'm about to hit the page cap, so I might end up paying more. But I do use it for a variety of reasons, but most importantly, it is for user friendliness. And doing a bunch of screenshots about all the different things it does that makes my life easier was just going to take too much time, and I couldn't find a video online that really showed the features that I wanted to show, so I decided to make my own. Okay, so this is Squarespace, and this is what my website looks in general whenever I go to the Squarespace platform. Pretty simple. Whenever I want to update the website or write a new blog post, all I do is I click this little arrow right here, and then I go into Pages. And within Pages, I actually have two different blogs. One is my author blog, where I write about writing, basically, and the other one is my travel blog, where I write more fun stuff about my life in Rome. Today, I'm going to write a new blog post on my travel blog. So here's my travel blog, and all I do whenever I want to write a new blog post is hit the plus button. And once I hit the plus button, a whole bunch of options come up. What I like to do first is I might as well put in the title. To save time, I already sort of wrote this blog post in notes, which is definitely not the best way to do it. But anyway, so here's my title. I'm going to copy and paste it. And at this point, I like to also put in tags if I have them, in this case, it's just learning Italian, just the one. And any categories I have, which in this case is also learning Italian. There we go. Very simple. Probably not the best practice, but oh well. Okay, so within the screen, I have a couple of automation options that I can do. One of which I really like is setting the post URL. And so I like to create my own. I don't like it to auto-populate. Secondly, this is an option to upload the thumbnail image for the post. And this is really useful because whenever I post my link on Facebook, Google+, whatever it is, what does tend to happen is if I don't set a thumbnail post, is that a random picture shows up from anywhere in my blog or anywhere in my website, which is usually not what I want for my post. So in this case, I'm going to set it, and I'm going to do something really simple, which is take a screenshot of the thing that I am writing about. And so I'm going to just do the very beginning, pause it, Command-Shift-4, take a quick screen cap of what I want to use as thumbnail image. And this is what I call a drag and drop feature. Someone asked me what drag and drop meant the other day. And so drag and drop little means that from my desktop, I can drag something into the thumbnail image. It'll automatically load it up. So that is a huge time saver for me because I don't like clicking add picture, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that is basically what I want to do. Two of the automations options that I always use is I have it automatically post to my author page on Facebook, not my personal profile page, and I, send it out on Twitter, just in case. I also have the options of posting it to Pinterest, but I don't because I prefer pinning my own stuff. And there you go. That is sort of the setup. Now, what I like to do is I don't like to edit in the screen because so I put some placeholder text, save it, and save it. And now that post that I just created shows up as a draft. Now, in this side, which is the preview screen, I have the option to edit this post. And this way I can edit the post as it will appear on my blog, which is very good for visualizing how it would look. Okay, so what I do now is I go ahead. It automatically gives you a text block. And so I'm going to just copy and post my post right here. All right, up to basically where I have to start doing fancy stuff. So this is the first text block, copy paste. Just to be safe, I actually like pasting as plain text, but you don't have to. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I just need to get rid of a few enters, which is, pretty par for the course. And all right, and there we go. Now I want to really super highlight this specific line, which is what I am writing about. And so I am going to go ahead and make this heading 2. And I am going to make all these heading 3 and also in the middle. And so that is basically, if you skip everything else I write, you can say this. All right, one thing that people don't always do is that you can do Shift Enter to get rid of spaces between lines if your thing automatically. So I Shift Enter that, put it all together, re-italicize this. All right, so far, you don't really see a huge difference between this and WordPress. This is where the difference comes in. So another drag and drop, I want to now add in a video to my post. I'm going to drag it, and I have the option of putting it just right there as a full screen, or I could have made it even smaller. It's completely up to me. I'm going to full screen it right there. And all I have to do right now is copy and paste the video URL from YouTube, which you can get here by hitting share, and that's where you copy and paste it from. Copying and pasting right here, and it is going to populate it automatically. Hit apply, right? And now I have my video block. Perfect. And then I might as well finish off my post, which is cozy. Since I actually wrote this in Notepad, I am going to go ahead and just paste it. I'll be bad. That way I don't have to this here. I want to make that, let's make that heading 1, lessons in coffee. And then now I'm going to go in and just make certain things a different kind of text. So I make this a quote because it's quoting from the video. And this again is another quote. All right, and this is a relatively short post. And there, that is my entire post. And so I am going to go ahead, hit save, because I am just a little OCD. And what I like to do is preview it, even though we were in the preview screen. But to preview something, all you do is you hit that button. And this is exactly how it would look like on my blog, right? So now I see, oh no, there's an extra space here. I can go in edit, get rid of a space because I'm OCD. There we go. Okay, and at this point, I have several options. I can go into settings, and I could either go ahead, hit save and publish, or I can schedule it for later. And let's say I want to schedule it for today, but not at right now, which is, this is in Eastern time. In Rome, it's not the same time, but I have my blog set to American time. And I'm going to say that this should go live when most of my posts go live, actually, at 7:45 a.m. All right, save, hit save again. All right, and if I refresh right here, because it doesn't always show it, it will say that my post has been scheduled for later today. And so that is why I use Squarespace, because as you can see, I had a pretty, reasonably nice looking blog post without actually having to do a great deal of work. And so that's why I use Squarespace. And the reason, by the way, that I have like hashtags in my title, which is horrible, is because I have this link to Twitter. So automatically what will happen is when it tweets this post, it is going to tweet this. However, another nifty thing that you could do, which I actually do like, but I don't take advantage of so much, is that I can go into social and I can say, you know what, just for Twitter, beyond the title and URL, I want to add like 2 more hashtags. So I want to add travel, and I want to go Italiano, for example. And so basically after the URL, and I could have put this between the URL and the title, whatever, it'll add those 2 hashtags when it tweets it. And yes, so this is why I use Squarespace. Hopefully that was not too long a video. And I'm thinking about doing videos more often because it's an easier way for me to blog. So if you think it's a good idea, drop me a comment so that 2 of you in the world who will see this, and hopefully you'll hear my voice again. Thanks.